Hi, Soul Family. It's a rainy day in Canyon Lake. It's snowing in Sedona. It's snowing in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, and it's probably going to be snowing in Idlewild. So since I just ran out of my calendar, I realized I thought I had another. This is Max. He is the mayor of Idlewild, and they always give calendars. And I thought, oh, I'm excited to see what the new calendar is. I don't have one. So it looks like I have to go to Idlewild to get one. So you won't be seeing my face today because I've got my hair up in it's all, I just washed it and it's pulled back into a knot and you're not seeing my face. All right, so we have spirits with us here, as you can see. Just kidding. We've got a yummy, yummy incense. This is a Egyptian musk, sensual, love. I don't know, man, this year coming is going to kick ass, for me anyway. I know it is. So I would say, somebody wrote to me this morning, one of my clients, and he's been going through, an up and down situation with his family, a brother who's just completely taking advantage of him and living off of him, basically. He can't kick him out of his house to save his life. He's there with his girlfriend, and he's got a girl that he likes, and the family is keeping a hold of her because she's got some kind of money coming in, and they don't want to let that go, and ugh. But anyway, he's such a positive person, always optimistic, and I taught him about paying attention to the animal messengers, and he's really on it, and they come to him so loud, and he gives me messages, and then, because he'll tell me what he sees, and then Spirit brings it to me, so it's like double confirmation. So he wrote me this morning, and he said something that no doubt a lot of people are thinking about at this time of year, and his question was, what are some of the things that I can do to bring in a new year so I have a better year? And I say, you literally speak out loud what your dream new year looks like, and believe it, it's going to be proactive, exciting, prosperous, fun, love-filled year. I'm already feeling it. So you tell yourself, whatever you tell yourself, your body starts to feel, vibrate, and sends out there. So I thought to myself, maybe I'll light some sage in here. And I thought, I'm feeling so good in here, I don't even think the sage would burn. So I thought I would light this beautiful Egyptian musk that I freaking love. I love Egyptian musk. And P.S., Melissa, I am using my Egyptian musk soap in the shower. I love it. And there was actually Egyptian musk essential oil that my girlfriend, Ritzy Rags, my friend Mo, she owns it. She used to sell it, and she doesn't have it anymore, so I'm going to look for that online. But I've got something about Egyptian. Everybody knows that, right? I'm being Bastet, the cat goddess. So I don't have anywhere to plant this because I normally stick it in my plant. All of my plants are outside getting hydrogen. It's the best time to put your plants outside to get the natural water, and they're all getting a drink right now. So what I'm going to do is, I don't like to burn this for too long. It's expensive, and it's so incredibly strong that it's actually not good for my cats to have too much of it. So what you do is you turn it upside down, just like a sage wand, and you smudge it out, right? Until it stops. You don't want to put water on it, but you just turn it upside down, and then next time you go to use it, you pull it out and it's ready to roll. So you would do that with sage in sand or in dirt. Sand's preferable. So we're not going to do sage today. We don't need it. We're doing great. Okay, so the items that we're going to choose from today, my grandmother's been talking to me big time. My grandmother was an Aries horse, very strong, independent woman. And I went to lift my plants out to water them, and the first thing I saw was this. Now, I don't wear fake jewelry. I have a thing about it. I just don't. I wear silver only, white gold. I'm wearing this one gold ring because it's my mother's, but I don't wear jewelry that's going to turn my hand green. But this was my grandma's, and it's interesting to me because I kept it because it's hers, and it called to me this morning for us to work with it, and I think it's astrological signs. If it is, I'm going to laugh. Let me turn my magnifying glass on. Okay, let me see what this is. It could be just all Greek. Who knows? She used to pick stuff up at thrift stores, right? And when you say, that's a saying. If you don't understand something, oh, it's all Greek. It's all Greek to me. But you know what? Let's read the bracelet. This is what first of all, the horse represents forward movement and assistance from others. You don't need to do everything yourself. You can allow others to help you. Spirit helps you. The Palomino itself, the Palomino has a specific message. Hold on. Palomino. For one thing, it was my favorite horse as a child. I always wanted a Palomino horse. And it's just beautiful. The tan color with the white mane. They're just, ugh. So Palomino, every horse has a specific totem, but you won't find all of the messages. But I do believe that there is one for Palomino. So let me just look at horse totems. Horse totem, hold on. These are going to be the items that we choose from. Okay, so you guys can choose by looking at these different items. This is why I like doing it this way, actually, because you're going to ask yourself why I'm being drawn to these specific items. I really want to stress you guys doing that as opposed to the astrological signs, because I really, really want you to realize that your higher self is guiding you to certain things, to notice certain things in your life, right? Messages, songs, they come on consistently. My landlord comes into this house, and every time he comes into this house, the song Rumor Has It comes on. Every single time. Now, of course, he represents somebody else in my life, and he's like, oh my God, why does that happen every single time I come in here? Because it's a message to me. It's stressing to me, this personality of this person that lives as my landlord is this person in my life, which I know. But you guys are getting messages all the time. Songs, television shows, overheard conversations, why you decide to choose certain things, right? So the Palomino, the golden horse, think about the golden horse, I think about the sun, right? I think about growth. So the golden horse signifies the coming of spiritual manifestation. It's the symbol of the rising sun, the master of action, the new day. You think about what happens with the sun. The sun comes up, things grow, people are happy. It's talking about trusting your inner knowledge, that you have the wealth of knowledge within you to reach the goals that you're trying to reach, and your belief in your heart that everything is possible and is now available to you is what's coming from this. Now, remember yesterday, the Palomino, when the tiger lost its tooth, and I kept being drawn to, I called it an elephant, the tusk. Someone was after this one for what they had. There was something of value, right? The tusk, ivory. This is actually simulated ivory. This is I can't remember what it's called. It's an antique, and it's French ivory is what it's called. But again, I'm getting confirmation of that tusk, that precious, something precious. That tiger was being chased for something that they had that was precious within them. So there's this song right now. I found someone, an angel. We were just kids when we met. Fighting against all odds. I won't give you up this time. Okay. So then we go to this bracelet. Okay. Now a bracelet is a bracelet or a ring or a necklace is a tie to something, right? It symbolizes a connection. So I believe that this is all Roman or all Greek. Let me look. That looks like Caesar to me. And these are two cups. The Two of Cups. Okay, so let's read that. This is grapes. So the grapes would represent abundance, right? I heard fertility. It says X's and O's. Isn't that funny? So abundance of love. The Two of Cups is also love. The words L-O. Is there a V? I see L-O-E. And this is a harp. This is all love. This whole thing is love. That's pretty cool. What's this one? Justice. This looks like a brachiosaurus, like a dinosaur. So that would symbolize, is that a dinosaur or is that a... It's a camel. So a camel is able to go a long distance with very little water, right? It talks about a dry desert. So endurance, the ability to endure difficult conditions. So to me, it's like after enduring very difficult conditions, justice happens. You get the Two of Cups, an abundance of love. Wow, I'm choosing this. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow, it's also significant changes. 5, the number 5, right? 5. And then we have the Happy Buddha is not going to be one of the items that you're going to choose from. But what the Happy Buddha is holding up will be. The Cougar, which represents power, personal power. When I went to Sedona, when I was actually asked to go to Sedona by Spirit, that's who I came into my Cougar power as my totem. And it was about powerful movement, personal movement. And then there's the Zebra. And the Zebra is embracing the dark and the light, right? So why would you choose, look at this little Z, I love these two. This is my spiritual twin and myself, held up by the Happy Buddha. So you've got, sorry, the light's off. So you choose why you're choosing the items that you're choosing, okay? So we've got the horse, we've got the zebra, and we've got the cougar. So let's go, and I won't go too deep into it because we got to get rolling here, and I got to get to work. I've got people waiting for me. The zebra is a person who's got a lot of individualism, right? It's they love freedom. They love their freedom, and nothing and no one is going to stand in their way of getting their freedom. I like this. I'm going to choose this for myself. I like that. So that and that I'm choosing for myself. So it's about free. They're powerful animals. They're amazing. I freaking love them. It's also telling you that there's more than one way to look at something, right? Because if you look at a zebra, most people have always thought that the zebra is a white horse with black stripes. It's actually a black horse with white stripes. I mean, the opposite. It's the opposite of what you think. Things are not always as they appear. I redid my dream board. All right, I pulled off a bunch of things that weren't working for me that I'm going to put on, I want to manifest. And I saw myself as the tiger here, the adventurer, and the best friend. There's Max, right? Everything I touch is a success. The Midas touch. Thank you for existing. Play more. Let it be. Relinquish. Harmony happen. Everything is. But one of the items that I kept on here is things are not always what they seem. It's not that bad. Okay? And that's kind of what the message I get from the zebra. It's telling you that you need to use your mental ability that you have, which is extensive. We were already talking about that, to solve the problem that it's in front of you. It's not all black and white. The middle ground is an important place to be. It's about compromise. I kept getting that yesterday over and over again. Compromise, right? Stand strong and allow yourself to trust and flow with the universe, yes, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be all your way or the highway, right? It's about finding a balance and seeking out fairness and resolution with the people around you. It's about being a team player, right? Because things are just not that simple. I get frustrated with my spiritual twin and you know, I go to the cougar, right? I go to the cougar power and I get very strong, but then I realize, you know, it's not all as it seems. So you got to kind of strike a balance, and you don't want to be coming across as the Queen of Swords, right? you do want to be straight and fair and demand the truth and honesty, stand in your integrity, and definitely don't be a doormat, because this is the power of the cougar, right? They're good mothers. They have strong intuition. They're very strong animals themselves. They are they know how to defend themselves, which is definitely something that we need to step into, you know? So we have to strike a balance between the cougar and the zebra. Maybe that's the message. And this is the message. My spiritual twin is the Happy Buddha, and he's asking for that from me. I already heard them. I heard him. Can we strike a balance between the cougar and the zebra? Yes, we can. So basically, the cougar's message is to lead by example, right? It's not do as I say, it's do as I do, right? As a child, I used to laugh, my mother would laugh, and she would say, you know, when I didn't like something, when I was being told to do something, she's like, yeah, it's a case of don't do as I do as I say, which is not walking your walk and not talking your talk, right? So right now, the cougar's powers are with you, and that's using your intellect, right? What you see as impossible has a very simple solution. So right now, my Happy Buddha is telling us the solution is compromise, right? A balanced. So, song right now, She Will Be Loved. So use her powers, her cunning powers right now in your life is what she's asking you to do, the Cougar. And it's time to let go of any guilt that you've been holding on to, because you're the only one who has not forgiven yourself for whatever it is. Let go of the guilt. Guilt doesn't help anybody. So if this Cougar's come into your life, and she has today, then it's basically a sign that you've come into your power. That's why when I went to Sedona, I was in my highest light. That's when my twin soul and I reconnected, because I was in my Cougar power, right? So now the Cougar has come back into my life. So it's basically, you've taken control of your life. That's why I said yesterday, I'm wearing the military jacket. I'm in control of my life as much as we can be, right? And it's time to take charge of the situation, allow your strength, and let the Cougar inside of you let you know that you should leap at the opportunities available to you. I need to show you something. Hold on a second. You've got to balance your power too. You think about the Cougars when they leap from tall, I think of them up on the rocks in Sedona. And they're always perched up high, and they have to have great balance. Cats have balance, right? They have to. They are able to perch on unusual surfaces, and they do very well. So clearly, if you're wanting to have a balance between, I mean, this is balance, right? And this is balance, and the happy Buddha is saying, and I am the happy Buddha. I'm sorry, I'm the happy Buddha. My twin is the peaceful Buddha. So I'm the one who's saying, Sherry, find a balance between your Cougar power and your Zebra power, but they're both talking about balance. I always give credit to my twin when I should literally give it to myself. I really should. He's the peaceful Buddha. I'm the happy Buddha. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was when I was in Sedona, I always change my banner picture on the back of my my Facebook profile. I change my pictures all the time. I get bored with them. I look at them and I'm like, I'm tired of looking at you. You know, sometimes I feel like I should put, if I was with my twin, I'd probably have pictures of him up on my banner instead of me. I get tired of looking at my own self. So here, okay, I'm just pulling up all my Sedona pictures, and I want to show you what was my symbol for most of the time. That it was always the rocks, right? The red rocks, the power. Kills me that it's snowing in Sedona right now and I'm not there. I'm going through all these right now, and I'm going to get very nostalgic. I'll show you why. I'm going through all of my Sedona pictures when I lived there. Wilson Canyon in the snow. This is where I used to live. Oh, wow. This was pretty cool. I'm just going to show you real quick. I know this isn't part of the reading, but this is a smile is what melts the ice, right? Smile is what melts the ice. So there's the balance between here I am. That was me. And my message to myself was, I claim my power, right? So this is 2012, November 25th. God, it's been that long. And this is the Grand Canyon, actually, that Cougar. Interesting, leaping over from Sedona over to this way, which is where I was going. I was going to California. But it's the leap. It's about taking a leap of faith, believing in yourself, knowing that you have what it takes. But you only can do that when you have the balance. You got to balance your power. That's why you got to balance the gentleness and know when to be assertive. Sometimes I come across, right, like the Queen of Swords, and then I have to balance myself out. And I do. I don't feel guilty. Spirit told us not to feel guilty. Sometimes I have to be strong, right? Sometimes the fire you have to light the water and get it to boil a little bit, you know? So it's about leadership skills. Okay, so those are our totems. I'm not going to go too far into anything else. Or did I give you much about the zebra? Maybe I didn't give you enough about the zebra for you guys to figure it out. Well, freedom. We all like freedom. I think that's what I've got on the back of my Facebook picture right now. It's all about freedom. It's about using your agility to solve the problem. Okay, we already knew that. Using what it is, because things aren't always as they seem. It's in the middle. It's not black or white. It's probably both. And you can solve the problem. And how do you do that? By finding a balance, right? By finding a common ground. By coming to a compromise. That's why it kept coming up yesterday. It's not always black and white. So there are certain things maybe that we're not aware of that are going on. And so it's frustrating on one end when there is no communication to explain that. So that's why the crows kept coming out. It kept coming, right? So stand strong, trust, and flow with what the universe tells you to do. Yes, we're ready for compromise. Yes, we want to seek balance and a resolution, but there needs to be understanding, and that can only come from communication, right? So that's what we stand. We stand in our integrity. We stand in our truth. And I looked at my, I'll show you. I'm laughing at this is my new profile picture, right? And I'm looking at the native, but I look at this as well, the trickster. And I heard something in my head when I saw this picture, the dream catcher. And I've always had this. I've had this coyote out on my back of my patio. I kept it outside because I thought he represented someone else, like a trickster that I didn't want anything to do with. Isn't that the most incredible picture? I freaking love this. This is the Anunnaki. This is it's the Mesopotamians. Always the ravens in Sedona. But the trickster is also the Heoki. The Heoki is the shaman who manages to trick you into bringing the best in yourself out. They do it by joking, by tricking. To me, what I'm looking at is the Anunnaki and the Igigigaras right here. My twin would laugh when I say that. But I kept this trickster outside, and because I thought he represented someone else. But he always had the Juicy Couture crown in his mouth. Here he is. And I thought that the Juicy Couture represented my twin, and that was his crown, and this was somebody that was against him, so I threw him outside. And then I realized, no, when I looked at that picture, I realized the raven is magic and miracles. This is a Heoke, and there he is. And I thought, you need to come back in. So I said this morning, I got to bring you back in from the cold. So our items: horse. This is all love. The cougar or the zebra. Okay, and we're gonna work with. We'll have the happy Buddha, which is me. Hold up. I wonder if you can hold on to this for us too, babe. We'll keep everybody together, because we are all part of the United Collective. We are a part of all the same team. We've got to remember that, right? We're not separate. We got to work together as a team. And sometimes when we get frustrated with people, we separate ourselves, and we do the exact opposite of what we want, right? We want to come together, but we get frustrated, and then instead of being the action, we become the reaction, and then we separate. So you can see, instead of thinking, oh God, she's bipolar, no, I listen to my messages, and then I pull myself back into line, right? None of us are perfect yet. We're getting there. Okay. I love all of this right here. I got to figure out how I can fit all of this into a motorhome. It's going to have to be a pretty decent-sized motorhome, I've decided. Okay, so the messages that we're going to work with are coming... Oh, wow. Okay, that's not where I thought we were going. That's weird. The Psychic Tarot and John Holland's The Psychic Tarot of the Heart is what I saw this morning. But right now, I just heard the Shapeshifter, probably because I'm looking at the Trickster, right? He is a Shapeshifter. They present themselves in a certain way, and they're actually something different. We all have that ability. Let's just shapeshift into something good, shall we? And what's interesting is the ring I took that I have not been putting on my fingers. I forgot because I don't know why. Because it's not meant to be on. The conscience ring, but the conscience ring is actually a little leprechaun. It's almost like it's a little goblin. It looks kind of like Gollum. So I thought, you know what? That needs to stay there in charge and come more into the light. So I think that what we're going to do is we're going to ask for one message for everyone. That's going to be an oracle message for us all for the last day of the year. Happy New Year's Eve, right? And this is our last message for 2018. We're going out into the new year. What does Spirit want us to take with us for 2018? Saying goodbye. Your imaginary friend. This is interesting. Sandy, you're going to die. Sandy brought this up to me the other day. She said she was told to go back and look at a different reading. And this was it. This was the one that was focused upon. So here's a confirmation for you, Sandy. You'll like that. So here we are wrapping things up. And a year that was difficult for a lot of people. Really, really difficult. But see, in the end, we're going to hold up. We're going to be strong. We're going to be balanced. And we're going to remain happy and positive. The trickster is going to... Because the things that happen in our life, it's like... The tricks are tricking us to do what we are meant to do, right? We're learning. Sometimes it's our own higher self plays a trick on us. So for 2018, it's going out, but Spirit wants us to go looking for something or someone. This is talking about a childhood treasure resurfacing. Now, this could represent an item from childhood, stuffed bunny, a stuffed animal, But it could also represent someone from your past, someone that knows you from way back, right? And at 1 and 5, 1, new beginnings, 5, significant change, 1 and 5 together, 6, don't be so focused on this material world, focus more upon spirit, right? That's what the Happy Buddha wants us to do. We got to strike a balance. So I think we've learned, I have anyway, last year was the year of balance for me, learning balance. And so now what's going to happen is either someone, you're being asked to seek someone out from your past, someone is going to seek you out from the past, or they're going to resurface, or you're to look through your things, go through your boxes, go through your trunks. I feel like I'm moving. So I'm going to start weeding things out, and I've been going through things, right? There's something of yours that's wanting to come out. Now, clearly for me, this was my mom's, right? This was my grandmother's. This wanted to come out. What it shows me, it's after a year of difficulty, and there's the Two of Cups, justice, the Two of Cups, and love. So it's whatever we've gone through, even if you don't land with a pile of gold in your mouth, you've learned something, right? It's focusing on love. What last year was to me was a year of finding balance and self-love. Finding the balance between giving and receiving. I've had to learn that my whole freaking life. So I don't know what it might be for you. It might be whatever it is. It's going to make you. It's going to mean something to you. It may not mean anything to anyone else, but to you it's something special or someone special. It reminds you of a time when things were happy. It reminds you of a time when you had a youthful feeling, when things were light and silly, and it's a treasure. Now, it's a person or it's an item, and it's like a talisman to you. It's precious to you. Now, someone else may look at that and go, pfft, like when I found my landlord's bunny. I found his one-eared bunny in the stuffed away in the storeroom, and you wind it up and it plays music, and I said, oh my God, was this yours when he was a baby? He's like 65, 66. And he goes, yeah, that was mine when I was just born. I'm like, oh my God, this needs to be in a place of prominence. So I took it out and we put it on the front table when you walk in the front door. Every time he looks at that, he's reminded of all kinds of things from his childhood. Now, his ex-girlfriend came in and looked at it and went, why do you want that old beat up thing? Why is that sitting there? And he said, because it's precious to me. And I just got a hit that my twin's ex-girlfriend probably said, why do you want that old beat-up thing? Because she's precious to me. I think that's funny. And then someone might have said to me, why do you want that old beat-up thing? Because it's precious to me. Something that's precious to you, other people may not understand, and it doesn't matter what they think. You could get new and improved in all kinds of different ways, but there's something precious in that for you. So it brings you comfort. It makes you feel like you're at home. It's about reconnecting. So could be childhood friends. It could be, like I said, someone who knew you when you were younger, like knew you before. I knew you when, just something that makes you have memories of when you were little. To me, the trees are memories of when I was little. The forest, it takes me right back to when I was 7 playing in the forest, right? There's so much of that. My hair being really, really long the way it is now and braiding it reminds me of being when I was a little girl. I always wore my hair in 2 braids when I was climbing. I wear that and I go out into the forest or I wear, you guys have probably seen me do readings. I go around town with my hair in braids and people are like, what? I don't care. It brings me back to my childhood. So whatever this is, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. This item or this person, it could be an imaginary friend. My brother had an imaginary friend. He had an imaginary friend in the curtains named Herman. And he was special to him. Now, I have an imaginary friend. He's not really imaginary, but I've been accused of that. I've been accused of that by my own daughter. She literally, my daughter doesn't believe in spirituality. And she just doesn't. And she said my mother needs psychiatric help. She's in love with an imaginary person, is what she said. She said he's a phantom. He's not even real. Because she had never seen him, right? She'd never met him, my twin. And so she believes that he's not real. And so for all intents and purposes, I guess pretty much to anybody in my life, nobody really in my life actually has met him. Isn't that interesting? Just thought about that. So to all of them, until he shows up, he's an imaginary person, right? He's not real. So for me, I know that my twin will be resurfacing, and when he does, there will be my imaginary friend that shows up. And I've shown you guys him before. He's right there next to me in Sedona. I used to say that all the time. He's right here. Can't you see him? And actually, if you look, he really was. My friend that took the pictures told me later. He says, you got to look at these pictures. Every one of them, there's a big white orb above me. That's a white orb. So his energy was always there. So it could be something like that, right? You're a childhood friend, which to another might be imaginary, resurfaces into your life. It could be that you literally had that energy, right? But whatever it is, you're about to see people from your past. You're about to maybe visit an old family home. Some type of, you go to a reunion, encounter something that brings on a very, very strong memory. It's going to make you feel very loved and very appreciated. So I say thank you for that. You know, Auld Lang Syne, every time I hear that, I won't be watching all of the New Year's stuff tonight because I hear that song and I cry. I always think of my grandmother. She used to sing Auld Lang Syne, and just hearing that song just elicits the deepest reaction. Let me torture us all.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne.
I can't do it. I'll start crying. I can't do it. I was going to go a little longer, but I can't do it. Oh, wow. That song, you see now, I don't want to bring on a sadness, but that song makes me, that's when I need to be with the ones I love, right? So if you're in a place like that tonight, think about this. This is maybe why you need to hold on to this. So tonight, I'll probably hold on to this and to my grandma, right? Because that song makes me think of everyone in my life that's not with me. So we want to bring happiness, reach for the skies, like the Happy Buddha's doing, and hold on. But something's about to resurface. It's going to help you. Whether it be a friend, whether it be an item, whatever it might be. It'll help you. Because I know that I was actually feeling quite happy and up. But I believe that there's a lot of others that aren't feeling that right now and missing people, and it's a difficult time. And we want to go into the new year with a positive mindset. So I guess that's why Spirit had us pick that one deck for the beginning of our reading. So now we're going to start. Let me see if there's a song that we need to hear. Oh, God, Eminem. I always think of my... Oh, I won't even go there. Okay, so we're going to start with the Psychic Tarot I just heard. And we're going to start with air signs, which the horse is going to be air signs. Okay? I'm friends with the monster inside of my head. That's what this song is. Okay, so horse signs, God, air. Okay, we'll start with that. And I don't even know who's going to be who. I'm going to go with it as we go along. I'm friends with the monster. You're trying to save me? Stop holding your breath. You think I'm crazy, but that's nothing. See, it's like my daughter, right? It's like people who think we're crazy. You're trying to save me. You think I'm crazy. but that's nothing. You know, if you knew all that I do and all that I see and how I connect, you would really think I was off my rocker. But that's because you're asleep, sadly. Okay. Air signs are those who chose the horse. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Okay, that's it, because we came to a bit of a butting of heads. Here we go. At 34 minutes and 52 seconds, Destiny. Your destiny is coming for you. Because number 10 is the end of something and the beginning of something else. So you're moving towards your destiny. What is your destiny? Right? There's a cycle. This is the wheel moving forward. The number 10. Something has ended and something is about to begin. The wheel moves forward. I have this necklace that she's wearing, the same shape and everything. So it's fortune. It's success. It's growth. You see the growth in the solar plexus, the divine masculine, right? You see the what is this called? It's one of the sacred symbols, the geometry. But you see the flowers and the growth all around, and there's love, right? There's also healing and groundedness. Healing, growth, love, and it's flowing forward in a positive way. This is basically karma's coming full circle. So whatever you've done comes back for you, good or bad. What goes around comes around, air signs, is what it's basically telling you. You are about to reap what you have sowed. So open your heart, right? Whatever it is that you've sowed is coming here. The opportunities are in front of you, whether they're unexpected or expected. If you have reaped well, you'll be excited for them. If you haven't, then these will be lessons for you, right? This is when a time where we're starting into a new year. So whatever lessons we have, we need to use those to grow from them. Whatever challenges, we need to look for solutions, right? Replace the problems with solutions. This is about putting your best foot forward. That's why the horse, forward movement. Spirit knows how to set these cards up with the items that we choose. It's amazing. So right now, keep a positive, like the Happy Buddha says. Keep your hands raised to spirit, right? Focusing on spirit. Be confident and know that what is impossible is not impossible. Everything is possible. The word in itself says it. I am possible. Impossible. I'm possible, right? Believe that. Be confident in that. Take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you that are good for you. Positive. You're going to take responsibility for your actions. You're going to take responsibility for your actions whether you want to or not, says destiny, says karma. And those who laughed at karma won't be laughing for long. And those you'll be thanking heaven, you'll be raising your hands, or you'll be saying, I surrender. Whatever it is, there's responsibility happening. Don't rely on luck. This is about the wheel moving forward. You have a part in this. Okay, so now we go to Gemini. How does this affect you in your life? I met you in the dark. You lift me up. You made me feel like I was enough. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I love this song. Say you won't give up. Say you won't let go. Correct neutrality on all levels. Healing angel cards. Let's use the healing angel cards because they're proactive and positive. Geminis, how does destiny come into play with your life? Gemini. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then. You never knew. You could have been scared of letting go. I knew I needed you. I never showed. I wanna stay with you till we're gray and old. Say you won't let go. All my friends are gonna be out Beach Harbor tonight singing with Dirty Deuce. Wish I was there. All right, Geminis. Miss singing. Positive outcome. Yay! Okay, look at the sun. Didn't we say that was the sun? The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. Positive forward movement. Full circle completion. What goes around comes around. Yay! That's beautiful. I'm excited for you. That's wonderful. Libra. Correct for neutrality. He's got the most amazing voice, doesn't he? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Libra. So what did we say? We've already been shown justice is coming, right? Karma is being balanced. The wheel is turning. What you have reaped for the year, you will be sowing. Where are you at, Libra? Heart and song. What is your heart saying? Stop it. Now here again, focus on the heart, right? What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. So as always, what would love say? What would love do? Right? So whatever the issue is, whatever it is that it's on your mind at this time, what is your heart saying? That's your truth. The truth is love. Because our heart says one thing and our mind may say another, and they may conflict, but it's your heart that knows the truth. Aquarius, say you won't let go. Say you won't let go. Oh. Correct neutrality. Aquarius. Oh, I love this song! I feel so close to you right now. Woo! I feel so close to you right now. Archangel Gabriel! Gabriel, the messenger. You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. Yay! Oh, I love. Yay! Your love rains down on me like a waterfall. There's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now. So now we're going to go to love, since we feel so close to everyone, right? And who is love? Ah, okay, so we had, what did we do? We did air signs, fire signs. Love is fire signs. Love is fire signs. Okay. Love is fire signs. So the love is fire signs. Fire, love. Oh, because I chose that. Well, that kind of rips me off. I chose both. Well, I chose this one too, though, didn't I? Okay. I always wish that I would choose a different, so then I get a, I mean, I take all these messages. What am I saying? But, you know, you get extra special emphasis on the items that your soul chose. My soul chose this one and this one, even though I want them all. I mean, they're all messages. So we're going to go to the psychic, because it's love, we're going to work with the psychic tarot, but the psychic tarot of the heart, okay? Correct for neutrality on all levels. The psychic tarot of the heart. The first one was the psychic tarot. Your love falls down on me, surrounds me like a waterfall. There's no stopping us right now. I freaking love this song. I feel so close to you right now. I do too. I mean, I feel close. My solar plexus and my heart chakra are spinning, and I feel really good. That old lang syne kind of got me for a second. It did. And I'm going to have to, you know, I have to make myself listen to it, though. I don't know. It's like it's awful. It's like being at a scary movie and not wanting to look at something, but you have to look, you know, or like going by an accident, you just have to look. I don't know why that is. So if you guys need to cry, you need to release before the end of the year, listen to Old Lang Syne. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. You know, what I'm supposed to do, actually, I'm supposed to speak to you about Old Lang Syne. Okay. So, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of Old Lang Syne? For Old Lang Syne, my dear, for Old Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for days of Old Lang Syne. We too have run about the braes and put the gown fire, and we've wandered a many weary fits since the days of Old Lang Syne. We too have piddle in the burn, frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us bray her roared since days of Old Lang Syne. For Old Lang Syne, my dear, for Old Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for days of Old Lang Syne, and surely you'll be your pint stop, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness for days of Old Lang Syne. There's a hand, my trusty fair, and gives a hand of thine, and we'll take right good Willie Watt for Old Lang Syne. For Old Lang Syne, my dear, for Old Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for days of Old Lang Syne. It's about remembering friends and the people that matter. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Fire signs. Success and growth. I know that. I know that. And it might be sneaking up on you because you're looking forward and you don't realize that look at all the new growth that's right behind you. The number 8 is signifying abundance. Abundance. growth. And it's not just in material things, it's in everything. It's in love, it's in knowledge. It's just you have grown. It's spiritually you have grown. I know this year has been one of the hardest years of my life, and I have grown so much in this life, in this year. It's so funny, Sandy, I told her something was wasted, 7 years wasted, and she said no, nothing was wasted, there was growth. And I was so mad, and I said no, it was wasted. I was so mad. But the truth is, whatever we go through that's difficult brings success and growth, because we've learned something. And this is talking about, but this specifically, this talks about quick, all of a sudden, quick success, quick growth. It's like you've been waiting, and all of a sudden, boom, everything sprouts, right? Everything's there. So your success may happen very quickly. Your efforts, everything you've put in, everything that you've been trying to achieve, maybe you've been just going at it, your past efforts are finally rewarded. For Aries people, anyway, we've been stuck, our planet has been stuck for 7 years in this one cycle. And then once this year ends, the cycle moves forward. The wheel moves, and we move into success. So we have been building. It's been really tough for Aries people. It really has. Or for those who had their chart the way ours was. So this is a time when all that effort that we've put in starts to pay off in resolutions to conflict with people. Relationships start to blossom. Because we've grown personally, we have a greater understanding of others and of the world and on ourselves. We are able to see the messages that Spirit brings us in a brighter light, in a clearer way than we ever have before, positively, right? And the messages, like I said, they come from everywhere. Songs, animals, people, movies. And what's going to happen is ideas about love and about life and about your what is possible. Maybe we keep talking about what's impossible, but now we're starting to realize what is possible. We have grown successfully spiritually. I have figured out how to manifest. I've always been able to manifest for other people, but I wasn't really able to manifest for me. I didn't understand the truth of how you do what you're meant to do, and then you surrender it and you allow Spirit to do the work for you. You don't beat your head against the wall until it happens. You just do what you're supposed to do, and then you surrender it to Spirit, and it comes to you. As long as you're doing what would love say, what would love do, and you're following the guidance that you're meant to lead or to act or whatever it is you're supposed to do, you do your part, and then you surrender and you say to Spirit, okay, you do it. You're my team, right? It's about teamwork, which is what the cougar and the zebra have to figure out, right? It's teamwork. It's working together as a team. And when you do that, you manifest. That's the old way of thinking, was that we had to get out there and hit the bricks, right? We had to go out there and fight for it. We had to compete for it. We had to hunt for it. I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. No. As I say that, 2 doves go flying by, literally. That's not the truth. You don't have to be. That's the old way of thinking. That's not on the path to ascension. Love is the path of ascension. So the old ways of thinking are coming to an end. And these new ideas and the way that you can manifest so that you are infinitely supplied is what's coming. Ooh, I love this. Love this. Okay, so how does this affect you, Aries? Aries, how does this affect you, the success and growth in your life? I'm feeling rather high right now. High on chia water. Chia, apple cider vinegar, collagen, and water. I was thinking about my motorhome, you know. I've been scouring YouTube because I want to get a motorhome so I can travel with my cats. I want to travel. I love to travel. I would be in Sedona today. If I had a motorhome, I would be in Sedona with my cats today in the snow. And then I would have been able to travel to Wisconsin, right? So I'm thinking about my motorhome, and I'm going through all these YouTube videos about making them over, because I don't want just like a regular, you know, the new motorhomes. Like if I had the money to get a brand new motorhome, they're boring looking, they're yucky, they're plastic looking. I like the vintage look, and I would want to deck it out and do it my own way, right? So I was thinking about water. Water. You have to really conserve water. I've got really long, thick hair, right? I'm thinking, man, how would I do what about water in a motorhome? And one of my videos I was watching last night, they stand in a big bucket. Like I when I was a little girl, my grandma used to put a big bucket out on the front lawn, and that was my bathtub, right? And my little pool. But they had a bucket like that, and they would stand in that in the shower, and then they would use that water in other ways so that they didn't draw And they didn't have to also, it didn't go into their black water, right? They could dump it outside, they could dump it with plants, they could, whatever. But I just was focusing on water conservation this morning. And I don't know, don't waste your water. It's, I guess, a message I'm saying. Don't waste your water, which is your emotions, your tears. Don't waste your water. It's precious. You have to have a really good water system and clean water, right? There's an item that I learned about. It's called a Berkey water tank, and it takes water and it purifies it. Any water. And I thought, oh my God, I'd need that. It's not even that expensive. Aries, how does this apply for you? Archangel Michael, I love you. I love him. He's my cousin. The path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Everything that we just talked about, we will achieve. There are no obstacles. The obstacles, because we've realized that the only obstacles we had were in our mind. We have no obstacles. I have no competition. I have no obstacle in my way except for me. And now that I've realized I'm not in my way, because why would you be in your way? We ask Spirit for help, and then we get in our own way. Spirit says, get out of our way. Get out of our way and let us do our job. You're supposed to do your job. That's all. We do our job. That's how a team works, right? So now that we've figured that out, that's what I figured out this last year, then we move forward easily, confidently, and we will achieve. We will be abundant in our finances. We will be abundant in prosperous relationships and growth spiritually. Because we will be drawing that positive energy towards us infinitely. This is an infinite supply. Love that. Sagittarius, how does this apply in your life? Correct for neutrality. So if you had a specific message in mind, like, what's going on with this particular situation, well, Aries, there is no obstacle. You're going to move forward confidently, with ease. You're going to do well. I woke up the crack of dawn this morning. Actually, I was up really early because Willow was doing acrobats across the bed again. And then Siam was out visiting and talking and crying. And so at 4 in the morning, I was up again. And then I got a call very early this morning from a client. Could you do a reading? And I'm like, all right, I'm up anyway. And it was the best reading. It was so proactive and positive. It stoked us both. It was like, it's all coming. Sag. Ooh. Archangel Raphael. Okay. If there's been times of difficulty, if there's been sadness, if you've been dealing with something, you're being surrounded by emerald green light. This is a healing, loving energy. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. So if something didn't go your way, you feel it didn't go your way, it's not that it didn't go your way. It wasn't meant for you, or it wasn't in your highest good, or there's something that they're reserving for you. Because soon the clouds are going to disappear, right? Right now we got clouds, but they're starting to clear. And pretty soon the sun's going to shine for you, on you, in the way that you need. So trust. There's new growth coming for you. Keep looking ahead, right? Leave the past behind. Let go of whatever was in this year and look forward to the sun shining for you. Leos, correct for neutrality. I'm looking at my plants outside too, and I'm thinking, geez, I love these plants. Where am I going to put them? I always wanted a motorhome and a cabin. Because I've got stuff. I looked around my house and I thought, okay, I could get rid of all this furniture. I really don't care. But my Buddha weighs like 50 pounds, and my antique screen here, and my rocks. What about my crystals? They weigh a ton. Oh, I'd be going like 6 miles an hour down the road, right? So I would either have to get like a storage unit, which is kind of lame. I used to, when I would travel like that, I would let things go to my daughter, and she was all excited. She's like, I want it. And then I never got any of it back. I actually finally got my pictures back 5 years after she borrowed them, because she designed her house in a different way. But what about my plants? I mean, they're not a big deal to anybody else, but I've babied those plants, and I made them grow. I don't want to leave them behind. Correct for nutrition. And also Panu. My landlord said, what about Panu and Merlin? And I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I said, well, they have to come. And he goes, how can you be in a motorhome driving down the road with Merlin in a tank? And I said, it's going to happen. If I have to get a super tall tank and have it only halfway filled with water so it doesn't slosh, that's what's going to happen. But Merlin's coming with me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I wonder if I'm going to look online now today if there are motorhomes with fish tanks. Okay, Leo, do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition because it's the guiding voice of your soul. Whatever it is that you need to do it now. You need to do it now. You will be successful. In order to have success and growth, you need to do it now. You will be successful if you do it now. But you cannot put it off any longer. Your soul is guiding you and spirit is guiding you. And you chose this, it's yours. Okay. So now we go to I like when you get messages like that because that's like, there's no fooling around, right? I have a question in my head. When do I do this? Now. Okay. There's no like different way of looking at that, right? There's no compromise on that. Okay. So now we go to, we did the horse, we did the love. We're going to do the zebra, water signs. Zebra, water signs. So that means that the cougar is earth signs. Okay, so now we're going to go to the psychic tarot for water. Psychic tarot. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, I love this song. Although I want to smack him, right? I think about her and she knows it. I want to let it take control. Every time she gets closer, this is like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Yeah, we'll do it now. Leo's supposed to do it now, right? That's why this song is a little bit frustrating. Maybe I should stop and start confessing. Yeah, you think? Stop singing about it and do something about it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Who are we doing? Water signs. All right. Take all my inhibitions. Nothing holding me back. Water signs. Movement, choices, decisions. This is funny, considering the song, right? There's nothing holding you back. Song. I think I should stop and start confessing. Well, here you are, facing the wall. You're looking at marriage. You're looking at finances. You're looking at spiritual growth and healing. You're looking at all kinds of things. You've got movement, choices, decisions, family, finances, spirituality, physical health, everything in front of you. She really doesn't like to wait. Not into hesitation, and I'm laughing because that's on the bottom of the deck. Victory. But only if you stand your ground and go for it. Number 7, you're on the right path. Movement, choices, decisions. What do you have to do here? What's going on? You've got to make a choice of some sort. You've got to ask your heart. Well, if this song is resonating, and it's not just playing by accident, it happens on purpose. So she takes my inhibitions. There's nothing holding me back. Takes me places that tears up my reputation, manipulates my decisions. But I want to. So if you want to, why aren't you doing it? This is definitely about movement, right? The wheel is moving forward. And sometimes the wheel moves forward and kicks us into the new year, whether we want to go or not. So right now, there's significant changes and choices that you have to make. The number 2, this is like the 2 of Pentacles, right? This is, I'm making a decision between this or that. So hard work and effort brings forth growth and finances, yes, right? The fact that it's like the 2, so the 2 of Swords or the 2 of Pentacles or 2 of whatever, it's balance, right? So it's like you have the ability to balance whatever is in front of you, whether it's money, whether it's health, whether it's relationship, whatever it is, spirituality, there's got to be a balance. Balance is the day, the order of the day. I mean, this is the zebra, right? It's about balance. And what did the zebra have to say along with the cougar? Compromise, right? Come to the middle. Meet me in the middle. So you need to stay flexible in order for this to happen. It can't be all your way or the highway. You don't have to do it all by yourself either, because there's the black and white, the dark and the light. The monster. I'm in love with the monster, right? Oh, you think I'm crazy? This isn't anything. There's 2 sides. There's a spiritual side, and then there's the side that they get, right? There's a balance. You've got to reach for the best of both, right? Reach out for assistance. Reach out for help. You don't have to be the only one to do everything. It talks about union. It talks about partnerships. It might present itself to you. Someone may offer you a partnership. You may be choosing a partner, right? So whatever it is that's in front of you right now, the longer you wait, the more messed up this is going to get. They're telling you the longer you take to make your choice or make your decision, the longer it is before you're going to be able to move forward productively in a way that you want. You've been biting at the bit. to go, but you're not doing it. You've been holding back for some strange reason. And you got to look at the changes that are going on around you. You may be shoved out of something and be nervous about it, but it's not happening accidentally, right? There's a whole huge perspective, a whole world of possibility out there, but there's all kinds of synchronistic events that are occurring. That's spirit at work behind the scenes. Everything is connected to everyone else. Remember I said we're all part of the United Collective. That's why he had to come back in out of the cold. The horse is here. Love is here. These guys are here. They all needed to stay together. We're all part of the collective. We need to focus on the United Collective because that's who we are. That's what we're learning and that's what we're growing. Whoa, look what just popped up on my freaking screen. Renovated 89 motorhome. I'm telling you, that's what I like, an older one, but wow. That's funny that just came up. Maybe that has something to do with you. Maybe you got a motorhome you're going to renovate. I don't know. But the longer you take, the longer it's going to get before you can implement things, right? So notice the connection and everything. And when you do that, you're going to avoid getting yourself stuck or pitfalls or problems. Because what did Spirit say? Get out of your own way. You're in your own way, right? Don't be in your own way. Song right now, X's and O's. Had me a boy. X's and O's, they won't let go. Do you have a problem with an ex that won't let go? Or are you not letting go? And if you're not letting go, you need to ask yourself why. There's a reason for it, right? This is about learning, and this is interesting. X's and O's. I'm going to read this because it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but there's a lot of messages in this. So let's see how this applies for you guys. I had me a boy, turned him into a man, showed him all the things he didn't understand. Whoa. Then I let him go. Now there's one in California been cursing my name because they found me a better lover in the UK. Until I made my getaway. 1, 2, 3, they're going to run back to me because I'm the best baby they never got to keep. 1, 2, 3, they're going to run back to me. Always want to come, but they never want to leave. They haunt me, X's and O's, like ghosts. They want me to make them all. They won't let go. I had a summer love. So this one... So do you have an issue with this? Do you need to make a choice? Is there somebody that won't let go of you? You need to cut cords. This is definitely the time to cut cords. And you cut cords with people that dysfunctional cords, codependent cords. If this is an ex that won't let go, that's a codependent relationship. Cut cords. You could have codependent family members. You could be codependent. But you also cut cords to the ones that you love because that's cords of dysfunction. Really good time to cut cords now, going into the new year. We don't want to carry any of our baggage from the past, right? 1, 2, 3, they're going to run back to me, climbing over mountains and sailing over seas. Song right now. Oh, wow. Best song ever. I pinch myself. I'm scared that it's all a dream, this one that he has in front of him. Because you look perfect to me. Love this song. Correct neutrality on all levels. Pisces, how does this apply for you? I don't know what kind of music I listen to. I don't know what this is, but I love the kind of music I listen to. Somebody asked me the other day, what do you listen to? And I'm like, I don't know. It's 104.3 Los Angeles. If you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, then you've never loved someone like I do. So I like the fact that you shouldn't be afraid to lose someone because you can't lose what's yours will not go past you, right? But some people have that fear, and maybe this person does, maybe you do. But the truth of the matter is when you love someone, you make room, right? You make room. You open your heart and you make room. Pisces, movement, choices, decisions. Kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Now, I don't want to generalize, but Pisces people are generally very kind. They're very emotional, right? They're giving people. But a lot of times they get taken advantage of, and a lot of times they don't think to be kind to themselves. So what came up was X's and O's, they won't let go, right? They won't let go. Codependency. So remember, be kind to yourself. Someone's going to do something very kind to rekindle that belief in love. That's beautiful. I like that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Cancer. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. Ooh. You know what? I'm looking outside of my house right now across the lake. You guys couldn't see it. It's too small. But since I looked out there last when the osprey flew by, a house grew up. It's like there's a house there. A big house, roof, it's boarded, it's sheet, it's just plywood on top of it. But that wasn't there just like 2 days ago. There's a house there. Look how fast things can move. So somebody's house is, there's a home coming. Home being built. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Cancer. Diversity. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You're special and much loved. So, choices, decisions, movement. You don't have to be like everyone else. You can choose to do it your own way, your unique way. And when we do things our own unique way, it brings out our inherent gifts, the gifts that we came in with. We will grow, we will prosper, and we will draw to us what is in our highest good if we are uniquely, authentically ourselves. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. I like that. If I gave you this ring to say how much you mean to me. Justin Timberlake. Correct for neutrality. Who's next? Scorpio. Right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah. No, didn't we do Scorpio? I thought we did Scorpio. I think we did Scorpio. But I'm going to do another card if I didn't. And if I did, then it's for everyone. Okay? Archangel Metatron. Oh, I love him. Archangel Metatron works with us, works with the crystal children, the indigo children, the enlightened ones, the ones that are dancing on the outside edge, the ones that are unique, that other people don't understand, the ones that may feel like they're on the outside edge. Archangel Metatron, he's the one who brings us our sacred geometry, sacred symbols. I've seen him physically here in California, and I saw him in Sedona. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness there is love. I swear to God, I feel like I've already done Scorpio. I'm wondering if I said Scorpio instead of Virgo. Anyway. Whatever it is that's going on right now, ask Archangel Metatron. He's the one who you need to ask because he's the one who's working with you. He's going to help heal the conflict. Whatever it is that's going on between your heart and your mind, which means your higher self or your ego self, you're stuck in some place. He's the one that you need to deal with. Feel him. Talk to him. Through oneness, again, we talk about the united collective. This is your man, Archangel Metatron. Call him in. He will help you. Make your choices. Deal with the choices that have been made. If you've had a breakup, if you've had issues with finances, with spiritual growth, if you're having trouble understanding things, with another person, because 2 represents 2 different people, 2 different sides, right? I see a face in here. I don't know if you guys see that face. Let me find it again. This is the eye. This is the nose. This is the mouth. That's spirit looking in at you, telling you, we're here. We're talking to you. There's Archangel Metatron asking you to call on him. I swear I felt I did Scorpio. That's so weird. Okay, so now we go to the Cougar, which is Earth signs. Correct for neutrality on all. This song cracks me up because one of them is like this player, and the other one is his friend. And his friend's Justin Timberlake, which is like a total sweetheart. If I gave you this ring, you know, if I wrote you a song, if I told you you were beautiful, would you date me? Would you marry me? Because I've never been more sure. And then there's his partner, his buddy. He's a total player. Hey, man, I'm not gonna. If you don't come around, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cancel my vacation for you. So you either come here, and it's like, wow, the difference between those two, night and day. My answer would be peace. Right? Go away. Correct for neutrality. Not to mention, I think the other guy, when you listen to the song, it sounds like he's hitting on Justin Timberlake's girl. Dog. What does Spirit say? The dogs will stay in chains, right? Wait till you're announced. The dogs will stay in chains. We've got something up our sleeve. Everyone's competing for love they will not receive. Because what this palace wants is release. That guy's a dog. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Earth signs, or those who chose the cougar. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And we're back to the psychic tarot of the heart. I like this reading. I don't know why. I feel like maybe I did a specific reading on Scorpio. I don't know. Weird. I just feel like there was an issue with Scorpio. That Scorpio had a breakup or was angry, or I don't know. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Earth signs, or those who chose the cougar. Believe and succeed. All right, here's your boat traveling towards your destiny. You follow the light, you will succeed. You believe that you will succeed, you will. 6, again, let go of your focus on this material world and the desires of the material world, the worries of the material world. Focus on spirit. Follow the light. Remember, spirit says, you do what you're meant to do, what we tell you to do. Just stay following the light. You will be successful. It doesn't mean you're going to get everything just like this. It doesn't mean you're going to get every relationship you want. You're not going to get every job. You might get sick, whatever it is. But if you stay on your path and you follow the light, you will be successful. When you're meant to be in the items, in the situations with the right people at the right time. So believe to succeed is the name of the game for you. So the song in the background, is it too soon? Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do all this yet? My reputation's never been worse. But would you come and meet me? I don't want to share. Somebody's calling another one in. Siam is snoring. I'm going to turn the radio down. I think it's Siam. Yeah, because Liger's having a bath. 223. Do you know what that means? It's an amazing number. I'll tell you in a second. He's snoring. He's snoring. Hi, honey. Were you having a nice dream? Were you? Oh, you've got your mermaid with you. You have your little mermaid? You got your mermaid with you? Is that your baby? Is that your girlfriend? Hi, honey. Oh my gosh, she's just like a rabbit. Somebody loves you. Yeah, somebody loves you. I had to take a little break. That was just way too cute. I had to stand for a second, actually. Now, the number 223, this is the second time in 2 days I've seen 223, and I started crying when I heard it when I saw it the first time. 223 means because of your belief and faith and trust in something that you truly believe in, right? Something that you have worked towards or that you have had faith in, is it a miraculous solution, or there's an imminent healing? Let me see if I can get the word specifically. I don't know where my angel numbers book went. I can't not have that. But I noticed, actually, as I'm standing here, that my angel's number book is not up on my desk. And I've always had it right next to me. So that's probably Spirit bringing that to my attention so that I get that back in order. People are always asking me what 223 means. But it's basically a healing miracle is imminent, engendered by your faith and your connection to one or more ascended masters. So we all got that, right? We all got that. Song right now, I took my life from negative to positive. I want you to know that. It's been a year of growth, man. Okay. So we are speaking about believing to succeed. We just got confirmation at 223 that when you do, because of your belief and your faith in something that matters to you, a healing miracle is imminent, right? I just saw one white goose. Now, one white goose, The goose totem says that the two things that come to mind for me, and it doesn't matter what the whole goose totem is, it's what I thought of, because that's how the message comes to us. When you see a goose, it's like your plans are about to go sideways for a moment, right? They're about to kind of go off sideways, but you'll get back on track. It also says that something wonderful is about to occur. Like it's not that your plans are about to go awry. It's like an abrupt change of course, right? And it's only temporary. Then you get steered back on path. So sometimes that tells you that you're about to lose your temper, right? You're about to misunderstand something. But sometimes it's something really amazing. It's just not where I thought I was going. And Spirit's course correcting. Because when we follow Spirit's guidance, we follow the light. We just keep following the light, right? I may be thinking I'm going to Catalina. And Spirit's like, nope, you're going San Diego. What? Right? It could be, so those are the two things that I get. It's also the imminent arrival of a soulmate. So the fact that I said, because of your faith and belief in something so strongly, there will be a healing miracle imminent. Well, this is a soulmate arrival imminent. And I think about how we've got your imaginary friend is about to make an appearance. All of these things coming together. And I just got a message from somebody just popped up on my feed. Where is it? I'll show you so you know I'm not lying. You're so on target. That's a YouTube comment. So we're so on target, right? You believe it, you will succeed. Faith is powerful. It brings results. It's not just, blowing smoke up your ass. We must really strongly believe in what it is that we're aspiring to achieve, or in the love of our life. We have to believe. We have to have faith and confidence. And this message is telling you that you are ready to have whatever it is that you've been asking for, the perfect relationship, the perfect friend. This is successful over emotional waters, right? Whatever this is, the energy around you is moving in a positive light. This is spiritually guided. So this is kind of like destiny destiny moving forward, because it's the wheel moving forward. Even though we're over emotional waters, the wheel is spirit involved. So you think about a lighthouse being a beacon. We are meant to be a beacon, but Spirit shines down a light for us too that helps us navigate through our emotional waters. That's why we always go to the light, reach for the light. But also this is telling you that you may be a light to others, helping them navigate across their emotional waters, right? So by you being confident in this, you will be victorious. You are an example to others that are watching you, right? So then they can do that. You affect people in a positive way. So give yourself a high five. This is a high five. This is Spirit saying, we honor you. We honor you. We honor you, and we want you to honor that in others and show others that they have that ability as well. Song, you know how it started? I want you to know I took my life from negative to positive. That's what this is, right? Hold the line. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Who are we talking to? Earth signs. Capricorn. How does this apply for you? Capricorn. Capricorn. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heartache, passed away. Just another product of the day. I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. Correct for neutrality on all levels, Capricorn. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all of your heart's desires. Well, there you are. There's a sea of creative potential in front of you. You've got it within you. So express it. How do you want to express it? Where do you want to steer your boat? Because you don't want to just go with the drift, right? You want to stay on course following the light, but you got to steer towards something that you want. You've got that ability within you. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Taurus. That's the price you pay. Correct for neutrality. Just another product of the day. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality. Taurus. Healing. I, the angel of healing, which is Raphael, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. So you're on your emotional waters. And this is that loving, healing energy coming towards you. And Spirit wants you to visualize this, picture this, look at this, and see it coming in through your crown and filling you up. Unconditional, loving, healing energy is filling you at this moment. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. You will never be alone when you understand that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Virgo, correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality, Virgos. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality, Virgos. I think that was hysterical that motorhome popped up on my screen. See, you want to talk about manifesting? You talk about something and you put it out there to the universe, and the universe starts responding. I ask my mom questions, my mother in spirit, right? I have my last conversation with my mother saved on my Facebook page. I'm going to show you. Because I didn't realize that I did. I went through and I went to clear all of these messages that I had, because, you know, after a while you got like all these things. So I cleared them all, delete, 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 and I got to the bottom and I thought, oh my God. And it was this conversation between my mom and I. I got to tell you, I felt there was so much that I wish I had handled differently, right? I was busy at work when we were talking, and I was kind of short. Like, I wasn't short, but I didn't give her a lot. She was joking back and forth with me. And but anyway, the last thing that was said was my response to her, but it's a yes, right? So I read, so you can see here that it's not highlighted. It's not a new message. This was my mom's. And I leave it like that. And then I'll ask a question of my mom. And it's obviously, it's got to be a yes or no answer that's going to end in yes, right? All of a sudden I get ping, and it happened. Who was I with? I was literally with someone, and I said to them, well, I'll ask my mom. And then I asked, and then I got it. Bing. And I said, look. And they said, what are you talking about? And it came in like a new message from my mom, and the answer was yes. And I said, oh, I was with Barbara, my friend Barbara, that I went to deliver all the sage wands to. And she says, what are you talking about? And I said, I asked my mother. She's my guide in spirit, right? This is somebody in spirit guiding you. I will ask, it's just like speaking, you're speaking to the universe. We are all part of the united collective in spirit and on earth. We are all one. We are part of the same team. So I asked for my mom. I asked her a question, and the answer was yes. And she's like, oh my God. But I started talking to you guys about the motorhome, right? And what happens? My freaking page pops up. Like right now, there's my friend Amy. But it wasn't that. It was the motorhome. And it started talking about it, because where our attention goes, energy flows. So you believe you are going to succeed, you will. And this is telling you you are. So we're talking to Virgo right now. Correct for neutrality. Virgo. I don't know why I say the things when I do, but there's reason it pops up at the time, so I just go with it. Virgo. Archangel Michael. Hey, I got this. Aries got this too. Archangel Michael, the path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. What's funny, did you hear what the radio's saying? All flights clear. All flights through to Asia through Ontario International Airport. Ontario International Airport is right here. That's the airport that I fly out of. I think that's funny, because that almost could look like a flight, right? Archangel Michael, the path is now clear. I've removed all obstacles in your way. It's kind of like an air traffic controller, right? You can now move forward with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. It's funny because they literally say that. Pathway is clear. You can now move ahead. Because everybody, all the planes get in line to go, right? So, Virgo, your path is clear. He's removed all the obstacles in your way. The only obstacle that could be in your way right now could be you. You can move forward with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Remember, you believe and you will succeed. Oh, I love this whole reading. I love this whole reading. This is the kind of reading I like to do, right? Because it's like, it's guidance and it's positive, and there's something positive for everybody. Even if something isn't going well in your life, we're not going to focus on that. Even if the relationship ended and somebody moved forward. Well, Spirit's telling you, we're here to help you heal. Focus on the future, because what's coming for you is coming ahead, not behind, right? So there's always something positive that we can focus on. All right, you guys, we're at a wrap. I'm going to upload this, and I got to get back to work. I love you. Look, it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter outside. The sun, right? All right, love you guys.